Hi everyone, it's Nicole here with the 5 Waiting Rooms, and today I'm going to be talking about the positives of my infertility journey. And I absolutely believe that there are positives of it, regardless of the fact that I did end up getting pregnant and having a beautiful baby boy. I think it's really easy to feel down and feel ashamed of yourself and feel angry at yourself that your body's doing this or your partner's body's doing that, or just the fact that you feel like you're being punished. And so it's kind of like, really, there are positives in an infertility journey? Yes, I truly believe that there are. And you just got to find time to sit down and really think, what can I find good out of this journey? There will be something there, you've just got to look for it. So I'm just going to tell you some of my things, and these are not even to do with having Roman at all. So these are regardless of the fact that I did eventually be successful. So the first one is that because of my infertility journey, I gained a huge amount of knowledge and also became really aware of my body and how my body worked. You go to school, and when you're like 12 or 13 or whatever, you learn about periods and pubic hair and boobs and tampons and pads, and that's kind of where it stops. And then you get to high school and you learn about safe sex and using condoms because you might get pregnant or not in our case. But you never learn the real mechanics of your body. And since going through infertility, I just am absolutely amazed at how the human body works. I'm amazed at how my body works. So now I know a lot about the hormones that rage through my body, the different drugs and pills and what they do and how they affect certain hormones in your body. You learn the jargon, luteal phase and corpus luteum, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but how long your cycles are. Some people, some women, and I know this for a fact because I've talked to some women, they don't even have a clue when they ovulate. Some of them even think that they ovulate straight after their period, which is unlikely. I mean, some people might, but it's highly unlikely. And most of these women thought, well, I ovulate when my period's finished, don't I? Well, no, not all the time. Like my cycle, for example, is generally, hasn't been lately, but generally 30 days long, and I ovulate on cycle day 18. Your average woman will get her cycle will be 28 days long and she'll ovulate on cycle day 14, So everybody's different, and I think it's a really good thing to get in tune with your body and listen to it. And your body can actually tell you a lot, not just with fertility, with how your immune system's going. Things like I'm starting to get these little scabs on my legs, and they only turn up when my immune system is low and my body's trying to fight an infection, which is a reminder to me that I need to be going to bed earlier and that I need to be getting a little bit more fruit and veg into my diet, because I noticed that I haven't had a lot of vegetable lately because I've just been so busy and kind of rushed off my feet. It gets like that this time of year, close to Christmas, and there's lots of events on and stuff. But I'm still getting used to the fact that I've got a fringe. I'm not used to it. So also, another positive of my infertility journey is obviously my YouTube channel. It has been a huge psychological isn't the right word, like an output for me, like getting all my thoughts and feelings out there and also helping other women. I really love reaching out to other people and finding out other people's journeys and just finding out so much about them, because obviously I've just got PCOS, and going out there on YouTube you realise that there are so many other women with so many other issues. The worst one I think would have to be unexplained infertility. That would just be horrible, not knowing what is wrong and not knowing how to treat anything. But so being able to interact with people on the other side of the world, being able to share your experience with people, to be able to connect, basically. It's just, the world is getting so small now thanks to the help of the internet and, Skype and YouTube and Facebook. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're in Hong Kong, if you're in Europe, if you're in Canada, if you're in little old New Zealand like I am, it doesn't matter anymore, you know. You can just connect with so many people because of that. And from my infertility journey, I've just come to know so many amazing people, and I've formed quite close friendships with people too. And I'm very lucky enough to have a friend that Martin, Roman and I are going to go meet in Australia at the end of December. I went onto an IVF kind of page on Facebook and I was like, oh yeah, I'll join this, see how we go. And I just couldn't put it out there, you know, this is my story, this is my age, this is where I am. And someone messaged me saying, hey, yeah, I'd love to chat to you. And we've been chatting ever since. So for about 2 years or something, I think we've been talking. And we both did IVF at pretty much the exact same time. We both did our embryo transfers pretty much at the exact same time. And our babies were due 5 days apart, which was so exciting. So we got to go through our whole pregnancies together, and we just interacted through Facebook. And then eventually for the first time this year, we Skyped each other, which was really cool. Unfortunately, Roman was like induced 3 weeks early, so our babies are now a month apart, but still a month isn't anything. So we're really, really excited to go meet them. You know, without this fertility journey, I would never have ever known this person existed. I would never have the opportunity to go on a holiday and visit her and her family. It just makes me so happy and a little bit emotional to think, you know, our lives have a certain path and there are reasons for things, and so, you know, it just makes me so amazed that without my infertility, I would never have met this person. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to go see her. There'll be lots of photos on my Facebook page, and I'm sure I'll be doing a video on my own YouTube channel about my trip when it comes up at the end of December. Also, along the whole YouTube channel thing, I did write my own written diaries. This one here is my infertility journal. So I really recommend, if you're going through infertility, to keep this kind of thing. It's really, if you're anything like me, it just feels so good to get things down on paper and get your anger and frustrations out. And I also got in here all of my paperwork from all of my appointments, all of my blood tests, everything. I documented everything. And it's just so wonderful to look back on. Once your fertility journey is over or successful or whatever, it's just so amazing to look back on these. And so this was the one from 2008 right through to when I found out I was pregnant with Roman, which was December 2010. So 2 years worth in here. So I wrote everything, thoughts, feelings. It's just amazing. I'm so glad I did that. And also I've got this one here, which is my IVF/pregnancy diary. Again, it's very full. It's got all my little ultrasounds in here, all of my OPKs, like everything. It's just, and then I've just got written in here, I'll try not to make everything fall out, how our IVF journey went. Look, that there is of me pulling my hair out because I was having a bad day, obviously. And then I've got all of my pregnancy tests. Please don't fall out. I feel stuff falling out. All of my pregnancy tests, and just writing in here. What was the last date I wrote in here? 13th of March. So Roman was 7 months old the last time I wrote in here. So I probably should do an update in there. I just love looking back on this. It is just, every time I read it, it makes me want to cry. And I'm just about going to cry now, but it just makes me so, just so amazed and happy that I got to go on this journey, and just, I just love my journals. You guys should totally write a journal if you're going through infertility, because they're just amazing to look back on. If you would like to read either of my diaries, they are actually all online. I scanned every single page, and there are a lot of pages. I scanned every single page and uploaded them to my blog, which is, I'll put the link below, but it's www.those2littlelines.com. Start at 2008, and that'll get you these diaries here, and then from 2010 onwards you'll get these diaries here. yeah, so I really wanted to get them out there online so people could read them and understand that they're not alone in their feelings, and that, you know, there are a lot of women going out there through the same thing, and that you've just got to stay strong, and that's, yeah, and that's the main thing. So if you'd like to check out those diaries, go to that blog. And lastly, going through infertility, another positive is I really got an understanding of my strengths. You really find out how strong you are when you go through infertility, and you find out how strong your marriage is, or relationship if you're not married. But for me, I found out how strong Mana Martin's marriage was. I found out how strong I was. I found out my limits. You know, you really do find out what you can endure. I mean, egg collection is extremely painful, and then I went through ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, and it's just like after everything you go through, you look back and you go, wow, I did all that. You know, oh man, I'm really great. I'm actually really strong, and it kind of gives you a new insight on yourself, I guess you could say. So I have a whole new meaning in life after infertility. I'm so grateful that I went on this journey. It was truly amazing, and I think you can find positives in your infertility journey too, even if you haven't had your miracle yet. Sit down, think about it, get out a bit of pen and paper, and just say, you know, what has this infertility brought out that is good and positive in my life? So thanks very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check out the other ladies' videos as well if you haven't already. Hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will see you in my next vlog. See ya.